What's up, YouTube? Night's Edge here again. Got another pretty cool little, basically an overview for you today. This one, I give my regular review process for, but this one is pretty special. This is one of a kind. Really cool knife. This one was loaned to me by Mr. Eddie. Y'all go check him out. Mr. Eddie Knives. That's what his logo kind of looks like. He's on Instagram, Mr. Eddie 411. On YouTube, he's in the Discord. Hell, he built the Discord. So pretty cool dude, and also has quite a few knives for sale on there, buy, sell, trade, and stuff like that. He's always wheeling and dealing, so go check him out. Mr. Eddie Knives. And here's the COA that came with this one, Certificate of Authenticity, Keeling Customs. That's the date it was made on, back in March. This is the Centurion. I should maybe flick the knife open. It's usually what we do, right? Kind of at a loss for words on this one. This thing is nice, man. This is Centurion. The Centurion is the model liner lock Nichols stainless Damascus on the blade material. Nichols Damascus is some of the best Damascus in the game. Black paper micarta / black and gold. It says true trust air trust I don't know. Black G10 titanium frame and hardware, so it's got a titanium frame and hardware. Put the COA up there. This thing is pretty wicked, man. Keeling Customs, a guy out of the Bay Area in California, all American made, all custom handmade knives. They usually start around $800, so this isn't one if you know, if you're interested in getting. You can't really just go on over to Blade HQ or DLT Trading or something like that and buy it. This is a true custom knife. So we'll go ahead and do what we normally do. I guess we'll do the overalls and all that good stuff. So from the tip of the blade, Keeling Custom Centurion, from the tip of the blade to the end of the handle, you're looking at 8 3/4 inches. And the overall length, if you go all the way back to where that choil meets up with the handle scale there, you're looking right about 3 7/8. Cutting edge on this bad boy right at 3.5 inches. So is every definition of what I would call a full-size knife for sure. All right, get the calipers out here. Blade stock thickness, thickest part of the spine, 153 thousandths. And bear in mind, this is a custom. So, you know, if you get a Keeling Centurion, your mileage may vary. It goes down to 25 thousandths behind the edge, and pretty thick handle. Feels thick anyway, 711 thousandths. So pretty thick on that handle, which I kind of like. Gives you a little extra like feeling of control. And you know, I don't mind the handle being chunky at all. I think that's a pretty cool little fact about this one. It's got that chunky handle. So let's go ahead and we'll do some size comparisons. You know, the standards here. A couple of the standards. You got the Spyderco Paramilitary 2, right? Put that up there. You definitely see the size of it with that PM2 on the table. Spyderco Para 3. All right, so definitely way bigger than both, especially way bigger than the Para 3. Do a size comparison with some Demcos. That is your Demco Knives 8020S, even larger than the Demco Knives 8020S. Big knife, right? And that is your Demco Knives 8020.5. That's a slicer variant right there. Put the Demcos up. Let's see. I got one more custom in for Mr. Eddie right now. I only own one custom. That's the Blessed Knives Predator. I don't have it in right now, but this one is a very nice custom. This is Jason Clark Knives, Clark Custom Knives, number 47. I think it is, model 47. That's the name of that one. Pretty cool one. I got a review coming up on that one as well, but that is another custom knife sitting right next to that beautiful Keeling. All right, let's do, last but not least, size comparisons. If you're wondering, if you're one of the many people out there in the world that's wondering how big is a custom Keeling Centurion compared to the DeWalt framing hammer and the 8-inch USA-made crescent wrench, right? I'm sure there's a lot of people out there probably asking that question. And there's your answer, folks, right there. That's size comparison of your dreams right there. All right, we'll put that up. Let's do a weight. Get a weight on this bad boy. And again, depending on materials, depending on the exact one made, custom knives are all individually different, right? So put that on the scale there. 5.3, 5.2, So 5.2 to 5.3 ounces, you know, over the ounce and inch ratio or whatever that some people, you know, tend to go by, I guess. Let's see here. Let's get out the old faded blue jeans here. Let's see what she does in pocket. You got a really nice pocket clip on there. That is also the Nichols Damascus on the pocket clip. Pretty cool. G10 on that back spacer. Go ahead and check her out in the pocket. Not hard at all to get in and out of the pocket. Definitely takes up some space. You definitely know you got something in your pocket when you're carrying this one, right? And that seems kind of obvious, like an obvious statement or whatever, but you definitely know that you've got a chunker in there for sure, being as how it's a full-size knife. But it carries pretty well in that pocket clip. It's definitely very, very functional. We'll go ahead and do a hardware check here. Got some T8s here. Whoop, get my T8 out. All right, so T8 on the pocket clip, T8 on the body screws, pivot. I'm thinking T10, definitely larger than T8 on the pivot. Let's see here. Let me get out a T10. Where's my T10 at? Somewhere up in here. Yep, T10 right there. Might even be, yeah, I got some room with a T10, maybe T15. Try out a T15. That's a T20. I don't think it's a T20. Where is my... Yeah, maybe I don't. Oh, I had a T15 right here. Got the old T10. Got the my nemesis right here, the T20. And yeah, it's definitely smaller than a T20. So I'm saying T15. I don't know. Let me see. Check one more. No, that's a T8. Huh. Let me cut this real quick. See if I can find one. Hopefully I'll remember to cut this. I don't know. If not, you guys are about to get to listen to me fumble around for some hardware. Let's see here. T15. Right there. T15. What it is, yep, T15. All right, so T15 on the pivot there. I might not cut that out. Screw it. Everybody likes to everybody likes the realism, I hope, of somebody messing up. I don't know. I don't think I messed up. I just didn't expect for a T15 to be happening there. That's crazy. All right, so T15 on the pivot. Really nice looking pivot right there. You can get that in the light. Pretty good looking pivot, I would say. Really nice black micarta on the handle scales, G10. Got that really neat looking inlay there. Look inside, got titanium, kind of like anodized titanium, I believe. Let me double check the COA here. Black paper micarta, black and gold web trustair. Man, let me know in the comments, guys. What is that word? Trustone, trustair? Not sure on that. But I'm thinking that's, you know, black and gold, that web, that would be the inlay, right? Trustair, probably Trustor, I don't know, messing that all up. Anyway, black G10 right there, titanium frame, really nice, man. Super nice knife. You got some jimping up top right there. All right, got a good bit of jimping up top. The blade shape itself, I think, is really cool. I'm a big fan of it. Got that harpoon notch right there. Nice bit of control in the hand. And that's where the thickness of the knife comes in, I think. I think it's really nice that it's such a thick knife because it gives you, well, me anyway, it kind of feels like it gives you an extra amount of control there. So that's pretty cool. Nice sharpening choil. Flipper tab works perfectly. No issues at all with the flipper tab. Let me put the COA back up here. You can reverse flick off of the fuller. Just fine. No issues there. Just an all-around awesome knife, man. Can't say enough good about this knife. Has a nice kind of funk, metallic sound, I guess, whenever you actuate it. Really nice in hand. Solid lockup. I think that's a really cool kind of color combination, too, with that black and gold. And the that micarta and whatever you call that material, they're really nice. They did a great job on anodizing the hardware. The Damascus combination with that black paper micarta is really cool. all around great knife, man. Way above my class, I would say for sure. This knife hits definitely above my class. I think these start out at $800 and go on up from there, depending on how many options you get. And this one definitely with that Nichols Damascus and you know, the elaborate kind of inlay, I guess you would call it there, whatever that material is called, however it's pronounced. That kind of adds a good little bit of money and cost to the knife itself, I would think. But these are custom made by hand in the Bay Area in California. Man, look at that action. The thing just kind of falls shut. Gentle shake right there, and that thing is shut, man. Reverse flick. Reverse flick, absolute money every time, unless you put your middle finger somewhere other than the fuller to do it. So, yeah, solid knife. Great blade grind on it, I think. That Nichols Damascus looks really, really nice. Beautiful, beautiful looking Damascus right there. And just exceptional work, man. Just all around great work. Great custom job. Great custom knife. Beautiful. Absolute beautiful piece for sure. And very functional too. I mean, if you want to use these, you can use them. They're not just something you put up on the shelf. If somebody wants to use it, you know, I mean, it's a fully functional, awesome knife, definitely. So yeah, thanks to Mr. Eddie. Y'all go check him out on Instagram. He's on Instagram and YouTube, Mr. Eddie_411. Got a hell of a collection, and also does some handmade fixed blades. And from what I heard, he might be getting into folders before too long. So that would be pretty cool. So yeah, thank y'all for watching. Hope everybody enjoyed this kind of overview of this beautiful knife, and hope everyone has a great rest of your morning, evening, noon, night, whatever it is, and y'all stay sharp.